Okay. We have types of business transaction. So variety of business transactions. Cash transaction. A financial transaction settled immediately by paying or receiving cash is a cash transaction. So it is finished then and there. For example, purchase goods of rupees 1000 in cash. Purchase goods, so goods have come in the business and the cash has gone out of the business. So cash transaction is settled immediately because of payment or receiving of cash, and no need to remember the name of parties, because even if it was said that purchase goods of rupees 1000 in cash from Ram, I would not have remembered the name of Ram for recording in my books of accounts, because what have come in is goods and what has gone out is cash. So no need to remember the party's name. That is your cash transaction. Now about credit transaction. A financial transaction in which it is promised to receive or pay later is a credit transaction. Okay, it has entered into place right now, but the payment has not been made or the receipt of cash is still pending. Then such transaction in which the cash portion has to be done afterwards is known as a credit transaction. Example, purchase goods from Ram on credit. So I have purchased goods from Ram, but then I will pay him later on. So it is a credit transaction. Now I have to remember the name of Ram, because ultimately to whom I will pay? To Ram. So Ram is my creditor. Now I have to pay him somewhere later. Now your external transaction. Transaction entered between own business and second party. There has to be two parties, and one is the business itself and other is an outside party. Such transaction entered is called as your external transaction. Example, rent paid to landlord rupees 3000. So your business is paying rent to the landlord. So one party is your business and the landlord is the outside party. So external transaction is when the transaction is entered between your business and your outside party, then it is called as your external transaction. Now internal transaction. Transaction which does not involve any second party. So say I charge depreciation on my machinery. The machinery is with me and depreciation I am charging to get to know the correct profit or loss of the business. So where is the third party involved? There is no other party involved. It is my machine and I am charging depreciation in my books of accounts. Such kind of transaction will be called as your internal transaction. See, the example given here is depreciation charged on our own building held, so which does not involve any second party, that is business and business. Some part of business, say machinery, is affected, and some part of business, that is depreciation, is affected. There is no other outside party. Such transaction which does not involve any second party is called as your internal transaction.